Beyond6675 says, still waiting for you to argue with the other comments. Today is your day. Welcome to another video on Grow a Garden, the game that somehow got more popular since the last video. How does this happen? I got a ton, and I mean a ton of dislikes, compared to likes at least. And I also got quite a fair share of stupid comments, as expected from a small 500 sub channel calling Little Timmy's favorite non-game bad. There were a few intelligent comments here and there, or comments that simply amuse me, and in that case, I hearted you and probably replied to you. So, let's begin! Our first comment, and most liked comment on the video, is from KTJE Rao-E. I'm not reading through this. Anyways, they said, bro, you're on your own at this one. Thankfully not, because there are a few people who did agree with me, even if it was only a few people. Our next stupid is from LegendTan17003, who said, grow a garden is fun, and rich people help starters, so even better. And under it is a reply chain where someone said, grow a garden was fun. And then Gas Harpoon X7U said, even known Do Big Studios bought it, it does not mean it is not fun anymore. Nice grammar, bro. And VVIU5MG then followed up and said, I used to hate Grow a Garden before I even knew it was bought. Now, I sort of agree with VVVVIU5MG here, but the one part I do have to somewhat disagree with is that I doubt the game was fun, like, ever. Lighter1742 said, bro just said a bunch of hoopla, comparing a IRL garden to a RNG garden game. Wow. The whole point of the game is to grow big-ass plants. Last time I checked, RNG garden game isn't good game. I guess this also ties into another comment that I'll quickly get into now, from the Weekday 2100, who said, you're wrong. Simulators take inspiration from real life and balance it between gameplay and actual entertainment value. You don't know what you're talking about. Stop it. This comment isn't actually wrong from face value. Simulators, although they simulate real life, they do need to, you know, have some other stuff in it if they want to be like a fun game sometimes. Especially when it comes to a game like gardening, you're probably gonna have to skip a lot of the waiting time. But last time I checked, just sitting there and waiting and hoping RNG takes its course on you isn't fun, isn't entertainment value. ISJ_SH says, it's quite enjoyable. No, it isn't. Nuquill says, rage baiting. Okay, I would like to call out the several people who said I'm rage baiting, and let's all give them a round of applause because they are completely right, or at least half right. Everything I said in the video genuinely represents my beliefs on Grow a Garden. However, I knew exactly what I was doing by turning it into a video. If this game only had like, you know, 5,000 players or 10,000 players, I probably would not have made a video on this. So yes, the video is halfway rage bait. Congratulations on pointing that out. Reno Gaming 06DD said, this game is a gambling game, but just like Souls RNG, it has sprinklers/potions, but here you have a 100% chance to get a busted fruit after you get a big fruit because you just have to wait. What are you trying to say here? Jose Rodriguez WQ7MU said, when did they ever say it was a simulator? I said in the video I don't care, because it's exactly that type of game. So I don't even care if it does not call itself one. And my response is still the same. I don't care. Cat Yay O Poop says, bro, at least it's not so pay to win. My guy, you can literally pay Robux to bypass the rotation system. There's literally a shop button with a million different microtransactions. And you can steal other people's fruits for Robux. What do you mean it's not pay to win? Anyways, Cat Yay O Poop was kind enough to leave another comment. And they said, bro, it's your opinion. Don't share if it's going to make people mad. Pensive emoji. Bro, don't watch my opinion if it's gonna make you mad. Pensive emoji. Stoned Ones says, alternative title, glazing over people for 10 minutes, though I have no talent to make something better. Alternative summary of your comment, insulting the person who made the video when you're too stupid to come up with a constructive argument. BlueNix2803 says, why is bee swarm catching strays? Best simulators AOT, whatever that AOT is supposed to mean. B game, B game, B. For Andrix says, bro, does it have simulator in the game? No. I said this before, I don't care. Oh, and by the way, it's not from Do Big. Lol, get better information next time. Thuck, smiley emoji. Well, it is on the Do Big Studios website, so I don't know what to tell you, man. Angie Wang R3C says, or just not good, so you insult it. What is there to be good at? You press a button to go to a seed shop to buy stuff. You go to your garden and click on the garden to plant stuff. You hold E to grab stuff. And you click on the sell button and then go there to sell your stuff. What is there to be good at? This is easily doable by someone with motor abilities. Are you saying I don't have basic motor abilities? Are you being ableist? I'm canceling you. Don't make a video on SMTHN if you DK what are talking ABT, G, and G. You know, the other guy who said I don't know what I'm talking about, the weekday 2100, at least gave some rationale. And you could even do that. Man. H3RTZ23 says, why you got to 8 mil if you hating? Sob emoji, sob emoji, sob emoji. Well, if I don't have 8 million, then people will tell me, I didn't play the game. So yeah, if people want to find reasons to hate on me, they'll always hate on me for being right. As proven by almost the entirety of this flipping stupid comments. Derek Nicholas 9439 said, but if it's not a simulator, then of course it's not. Okay, I'm not even gonna bother reading the rest of this comment. You're stupid. Jungie Velasco says, boo. Okay. Fried High says, this why you fell of heartbreak emoji. The only thing I'm seeing falling off here is your spelling. So this video isn't 10 minutes long, and I just remembered something, and it was at one point while I was having a conversation on the Forsaken Discord about Grow a Garden, someone asked me, have I looked at Asimo's take on Grow a Garden? And I said no, and I'll go check it out. And I did in fact check it out on Twitter. God forbid I have to log on Twitter. Jesus flipping Christ, what a nightmare. And this is what they said. Asimo's post is actually fairly correct to most degrees. He says, you cannot ignore the carefully chosen game mechanics at work here. And this is true. They carefully designed their game mechanics to exploit children out of every droplet of their time. And let's get into the game design stuff he talked about. First, your garden progresses offline. Even first-time players who don't like the game might return to see where their starter garden has grown. This is true. This is a very carefully selected mechanic. It's because Grow a Garden is, to put it more lightly, an idle game, and to put it more rudely, basically a non-game. And keeping something open constantly just so that you can progress is annoying. And that's the reason idle games have offline progression. So even if you don't have it open, which is the point because it's an AFK game, you still feel like you're making progress. Again, very carefully chosen. This crap has been here since Cookie Clicker was a thing. You wanna know when Cookie Clicker came out? 2013. We had this 12 years ago. Next point, they didn't limit the game to gardens. They added pets that work offline too. You don't have to be tied down to your game's name. This adds a cute factor to the game important from some audiences. Yeah, this is also true. They basically added Pet Simulator to the game. Important for some audiences. This game feels like Roblox. It's not something made in a lab by a large studio. You instantly know it's Roblox. This is important. Yes, this is true. It feels like 90% of those complete gunk that makes it onto the Roblox homepage. The one thing I can actually commend about Grow a Garden is that they don't clutter your UI with buttons all over the screen. When you log in, there's just 4 buttons. But otherwise, this just feels like any other garbage Roblox stuff that makes it up onto the homepage. So this is right. It's not just offline trickery. Although your save progresses while away, it pays better to be online too. Yeah, of course. Because they want you to be on their game. This is like common sense. I don't know why this is brought up. Get this. You've heard of cycling shop items daily or weekly? Their shop cycles every 5 minutes. Players think, I could leave, but what if I miss out on the next 5-minute drop? Yes, this is right. Every single 5 minutes, you fall into the hole of, surely next one, there will be a good seed. Just like the average gambling addict who thinks, surely the next one would be a big win. And they do this every 5 minutes. Yes, in fact, very carefully chosen game mechanics at work here. Servers are synced. A thunderstorm in a server, there's a thunderstorm in every server. These storms are rare and provide benefits to your garden too. Servers being synced, I guess, is a cool detail that they programmed on, but I'm pretty sure the only reason that's there is to prevent people from server hopping. Which, yeah, I guess, keeps people waiting on there. It's not just thunderstorms, there are other synced behaviors across servers that are critical to retaining players. All of these events keep you online to catch them. Okay, yeah, that was his point, and this is entirely right. This is already great game design, but what if you drop live content with cinematic cutscenes on Saturdays with a countdown timer? This gets your whole audience at once. This is true. This is like dropping an update trailer. Live updates have one more advantage here. The sooner you grab your seed, the sooner it can grow offline. I don't know what Asim was trying to say, but here's the thing. He says, grow a garden, and others have proven that Roblox is the future. No, it hasn't! It has only proven that Roblox is a blight on the gaming industry. All of the game design stuff he said is correct. The fact that the mechanics are carefully chosen is correct. But none of these mechanics are there to make a good game. They are only here to milk time out of people who don't know any better. And Asimo, by directly supporting this type of design, is actively encouraging this blight to continue to spread on Roblox. So, to Asimo, who I know will not watch this video, fuck you. You're a blight on the gaming industry for supporting this non-game. I know most of you guys probably aren't going to change your mind on this. And I know you guys are just going to find more lame excuses to say I'm wrong and Grow a Garden is actually a masterpiece. So, I don't care. Leave a comment, whether it's positive or negative. Argue in the comments. Like this video or dislike this video. Feed the algorithm gods. Feed the algorithm gods. Feed the